My name's Kyro, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get guaranteed blue roses in Animal Crossing New Horizons. There is so much misinformation and incomplete information out there on how to get blue roses. Some sources suggest breeding hybrid red flowers, some saying breeding oranges together work, and some say that crossbreeding oranges and purples work. I'm here to clear things up by saying that, actually all of those can work, but it's luck based. So even if you get hybrid red flowers, most guides have you get, you only have a 50% chance of those hybrid reds even being able to spawn. And if they can only produce it 1 out of 64 times that it crossbreeds with another one that can, actually produce a blue rose. So that's not very good odds, and that's why everybody is struggling so much right now. So you see, flowers in Animal Crossing New Horizons actually have data for their genes, and roses specifically have 4 sets of these genes with only 1 pairing allowing for blue roses, which is why they're so difficult to obtain. Now, I was actually testing for this theory when I was directed to a Reddit post by the user PaleClaw, who has a text guide on how flower breeding works in both New Leaf and New Horizons with a step-by-step guide on how to guarantee yourself getting blue roses. Now, it took me quite a few hours to test this, even while time traveling, but after, 12 real-life hours and 3.5 in-game months, I was able to confirm that this does in fact work. Everything checks out, and it works every single time. So all credit to PaleClaw for data mining this and coming up with this method. Link to their post in the video description. I just want to showcase it for all of you guys to clear up some of the confusion and some of the misinformation that's here on YouTube. Okay, getting into the tutorial now. Important things to note are that flowers coming from the seed bags always have the same set of genes. So whenever a seed flower is specified, be sure to only use the seed flower and not any of the offspring that come from the seed flowers, even if they're the same color. Alright, so step 1, we won't need these right away, but you'll need them later on. So getting things started by planting seed red roses, again, seed specified red roses, to get a black rose is a very good idea here. We don't need them right away, but we will use them later, and we'll need quite a few of them if you do it my way. And then also at the same time, we're going to want to breed 2 seed white roses together to get a purple offspring. This can occur 25% of the time. Okay, step 2 is to cross the purple that we just got, so this purple right here, with a seeded yellow, okay? What we're aiming to get is a white, and this should happen 100% of the time that they crossbreed. So now in step 3, we need to cross this white flower that we just got back with the purples that we got all the way back in step 1, and our aim is to get a purple rose again. Now this can happen 50% of the time. Now this is where it gets tricky, guys. Even though we got purple offspring, only half of them will actually be useful to us. Now we can either throw all the purples together and hope that we get white offspring, which is what we're aiming for from them, or we can check them. I prefer to check them by crossbreeding them with yellows. So that's what the next step is. We're going to crossbreed our purple that we just got here with a seeded yellow flower, okay? Now it's important when we do this that you block off all of the extra spawning spaces that the yellow can actually produce a flower in. So you can do this with pathways like I did here. You can also do this with fences if you don't have access to paths yet, okay? What we're aiming for is to get a yellow flower offspring. Now we don't need this yellow flower. This is again just a test to make sure that this purple flower has the correct genes that we want to breed. Now this should happen 50% of the time, so you have to test these one by one. You can't put them in a giant field together. Test them one by one. Whenever you find a purple that gives a yellow offspring, then you know that the purple is the one we want. Okay, so now that we know that we have the purples that are good, we have 2 of them, they're all good to go, we can go ahead and breed them together and try to get a white offspring. This will occur 25% of the time that crossbreeding occurs, and this is the perfect white flower that we are going to use for the rest of the tutorial. So make sure to get as many of these as you can. Continue breeding them while you're on the next steps as well, because they will come in very, very handy. Step 6 is for us to breed our perfect white flowers back with the black flowers we should have been breeding to get red roses. Now, this is a 100% chance to occur with crossbreeding. At this point, this is what I'm going to call a hybrid 1 red rose. It's technically capable of producing the famed blue rose that we all want. But whenever it crossbreeds, it's only a 1 in 64 chance to actually spawn one, which is horrendous. You don't want to be trying to do this with these. Maybe you do. It's actually not confirmed. Rather, it's faster to just place these all in a field and you know, go wild with it, or if it's faster to do the next method, which gradually increases the chances all the way up to a 25% crossbreed rate. The next step to increase the odds gradually all the way up to 25% chance is to breed these hybrid one red roses with the perfect whites again. Okay, so perfect white flowers coming in again, coming in clutch. Once we get orange flowers, which is a 12.5% chance to actually spawn from this crossbreeding pattern, these oranges are what we want. These are great. These oranges alone are, I think, a 6.5% chance if you breed them together to get blue, which is already a significant improvement, but we can do one better. Now we can breed our hybrid orange that we got back with the perfect white flower again. I know, it's coming in clutch. We use it so much. It's so exciting, and we'll get a hybrid 2 red rose. Now this red rose has a 25% chance to give us a blue rose when bred together. Now this can occur, what was it? I can't remember what the spawn chance on this is. I think it's 1 in 4. So it's getting close, guys. Once you breed the 2 red roses together, the hybrid 2 red roses, you can get the fabled blue-red rose here. And then everybody wins. Then you can just duplicate this. You can continue to breed these guys, make more of them, whatever you want to do. But, you know, bada bing, bada boom, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. We got our blue flowers, and everything's happy. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you found this helpful. And again, a big thanks to Paleclaw for his contribution to the community. We couldn't have done it without you. We could have, but it would have been very slow. So people like you are what makes this game awesome. Until next time, guys, my name's Kyro, and I'm out. I'll see you next time.